where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalude. I order blood on my tongue. Thinking it's a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bunch of sitting in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use the Decepticons. Fake rappers that retreat like Cobra. 80s they can float it like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, turtle plans get defeated. High from a ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. And sorry for the delay. I'm trying to get this mobile so my face is not so much in it. Well, I don't know how they're gonna fix this, or if they're just gonna leave it like that, whatever. But sorry, I was having some issues. My MacBook updated, and it took a minute for it to start back up. So I do apologize for the wait. But today, on today's show, I'm going to go over the news. And I wish I would have did it last night on with Blurred AF, but I overslept. I know Mika was coming from out of town, and I don't know what, Blue was busy or whatever, but we didn't get to do Blurred AF, and I hate that because I hate when I legitimately am, oversleep. Like I slept. So I hate that we didn't talk about this last night, but today that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to do a reaction video to John Campion, see what John Campion is talking about. I'm going to give my thoughts on Light Panther. the Aaron Pierre news, it was crazy to me. It didn't come as a surprise because I tried to tell everybody that Aaron Pierre was like the hot commodity coming out of Rebel Ridge. He's done other projects. He was Malcolm X. I can't think of the Disney show with Malcolm and Martin. I think that's what it's called, or something like that. And he's done other things, but him as an action star, I was already like, dude, he's going to be the next. They're going to try to push him as the next big thing. So this ain't coming as a surprise, but I'm going to give my thoughts, of course, to this. So yeah, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is,
say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. I think me and Aaron probably the same complaint because I ain't been outside for real. While in the wintertime, I always lighten up. In the wintertime, I go literally, I am light brown skin right now. Soon as the wintertime hit, I'm gonna be Wesley Snipes. When the summertime hit, I will be Wesley Snipes because I'm gonna be outside. But right now, I'm Aaron Pierre. I am very light right now, compared to what I am in the summertime. But yeah, let me get to all who's is in the chat. And again, sorry for the delay. But let's get into who's in the chat. Miss Roberta, the church IT, good morning. Alvin Rodriguez, good morning. Marley Mark, good morning. Let me see. Christian Key, good morning. Let me see. Dr. J, good morning. Xavier Phoenix, good morning. Sharita, good morning. Q is not a robot, the admin, good morning. D Stizzle, the admin, is up here. Good morning. Tina, aka Minty Gasm, is up here. Good morning. Let me see. Robin D, the admin, is up here. Good morning. Don't forget, get that thumbs up. It's all good, man. Get ready for your appointment, man. Good. Get ready for your appointment. You ain't lying about that. Let me see. The Black Beach, good morning. Justice No, good morning. Jared's good morning. This sounds like a made-up story for clicks. That's exactly what it is. Just a made-up story for clicks. It's a made-up story for clicks. Let me see. Which is funny because Tina talked about this last year. My man Darius for Planet Fanatics talked about the whole Black Panther news 2 years ago, back in 2024. So you are absolutely correct. Andre Ware, good morning. Let me see. He's already in Green Lantern. I'm still waiting for Green Lantern something. Gotta give me something for Green Lantern. I'm excited about the show, but I ain't got nothing to show for it. So I want to see what that's talking about. Let me see. I mean, technically, there's nothing to say he can't do Marvel and DC at the same time. But if he's gonna play a major character, there's no way that he will have the time for scheduling if he's playing a major character in both franchises. Scheduling would not allow that. And then sometimes maybe there may be something in the contract, but just scheduling alone would not allow him to be able to do that. That's the big thing. If he was in something where the schedule will allow him to be, if he was playing a major character in one and a minor character in another one, I could see that. But just playing two major characters, nah, I don't see that. I do not see that. Yeah, and you right on that one. You are right on that one. Deron, what's going on? What's up? Good morning. Xavier Phoenix, good morning. Let me see. Demigod, what's up? Good morning. Let me see. It's very true. It's a very true report. And again, y'all, I want y'all to what is it? Tina Locklear. I think that's the name of her channel. The name of her channel now. I'm gonna start calling her Tina Targaryen. But y'all gotta check out the homie Tina. Hold on. I'm trying to go find her. I just tweeted her the other day. Yeah, it's Tina Locklear. That's her. That's the name now on X, and I think the channel the YouTube. Why does she not have her YouTube channel up here? I don't know what. Hold on. Yeah, the movie layer. That's what it's named now. I shut up. The movie layer. Just check her out. She posted about a lot of the Black Panther news a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? At the time it was Desmond Ildris. It was John Boyega. John Boyega turned it down. She's been, like I said, she's been talking about this. You know what I mean? She has been talking about this. You know, of course, we heard Aaron Pierre. We was like, man, just because he looks like a cat, just because he played Simba, or Mufasa, does not mean he could be black. That's a little too far. Matter of fact, even when this news came out, we were talking about, I remember when we were talking about Jon Stewart, and we were talking about the difference between T'Challa and Jon Stewart. With Jon Stewart being a Black American, we literally go on the spectrum as far as the color variation. He's a little lighter because people were trying to say he wasn't black. That's what it was. They were trying to say that Aaron Pierre wasn't even black. I'm like, no, his people were blackity black. He's just a lighter shade. He's like my son. Me and his mom is similar complexion, but he takes more after his mom's side of the family. And his mom and his grandmother is just lighter. It's just really, you know what I'm saying, a lighter shade. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he's black or he's mixed, but he just has a lighter shade. And I was like, as long as he's not Prince, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like just light. Aaron Pierre could fall within the realms of how they drew him. A lot of people just go to like the cartoons. I'm like, even in certain comic books, don't look at the cover. Look who drew the whole entire comic. It varies. Me and my brother was talking about this, and he has a lot of Green Lantern comic books that I was able to pull from. And that's why I made my the conversation about colorism and race. It was the colorism or race swapping. But I did make a thing because the light-skinned Azuri that was in Flights of Our Fathers. I'm like, no. In that video game, I'm like, no. That brother's Jamaican or Caribbean. When you're even if you have a fictional universe like Wakanda is set in the central part of Africa. Then I brought up what people look like in the central part of Africa, not West Africa and not North or East Africa, which gets lighter. They get, you know what I'm saying? They get from dark to a light, very light brown to light skin. West Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, there's dark skin and there's light skin. You know what I mean? But to play T'Challa that is based in even though it's fictional, but in the central part of Africa, no, you need someone darker. You know what I'm saying? To play that part because it makes more sense, you know, in that, you know, if you're going with the aesthetic, you know what I mean? But of course, you know, there's always those ones, you know, so, all right. I kind of went, I kind of went on a little tangent. My bad. Let me see. Damon, what's up? Torian, what's up? Yeah, we talked about it on the channel, D Sizzle. I know we talked about it on the channel. I just didn't make a thumbnail about it, but we talked about it on the channel. I always call her that because I call her that because Tina Locklear doesn't fit her. Tina Targaryen fits her. And then technically she doesn't have to have white hair to be a Targaryen. If you know, you know. Especially I've been watching the Night in the Seven Kingdoms. You know what I mean? She doesn't technically it doesn't have to have white hair to be a Targaryen. Yeah, somebody called her Butterscotch Panther. Somebody did call him that. Let me see. So Butterscotch Panther is crazy. All right. Let me see. Right. That's what I. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it honest. Like I said, I don't do this. I didn't do my research for nothing because literally, and that's what. Even when I was looking at my research and stuff like that, I was like, dude, going to Facebook pages with West African from Nigeria, to Ghanaians to people that live in Benin. I was going into their Facebook groups just to see, or to their pages just to see if I was the same complexion as these. Look at these hands. I'm Butterscotch Panther now. I'm Graham Cracker Panther. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. Yeah, he's Jamaican. He's Jamaican, but I think he was raised in London. But his people is his sister fine too. But and his sister is darker than he is. So yeah, he just takes after his lighter side. So that's a different conversation for a different day. I gotta finish that that comic that everybody didn't like. Yeah, shit, that's my girl Tina Targaryen. All right, let's switch gears real quick. Let me shout out all my crew members first, and then we're gonna get this thing going. Let's go. Hold up, wait a minute, whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching, and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that have been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And again, if you want to be a part of the crew, all you got to do is hit the join button to be a part of the crew. All right. Let's get into some and that's what we're going to be reacting to today, Marley Moore. We're going to be reacting to John Campea. I want to see exactly what John Campea actually has to say on this. And then go into it and yeah, just do a reaction video. So give me a second. We are about to I do have a new I do have a new commercial, but I have to play one commercial first to understand the last part of the commercial. So we're about to get into it. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go. On the down low.
Damn, you banking like that, and you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey? No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
Whoop they do?
We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Now the conclusion of Step
Back. Like this?
Slower. Bend over.
Stedman, what's going on?
Darling, are you all right?
Stedman, who was that woman?
That was Professor Haight, disguised as an ugly French lap dancer.
Ugly? She looked beautiful.
I suppose she might have been considered beautiful until you walked in the room.
Oh, Stedman, I've been dreaming of this moment. Come here.
Wild horses couldn't keep me away. Invisible robots!
Invisible robots?
Beep, 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 beep.
Look out!
Man, he's man. Not just no Bruce boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay.
No way, sister.
Who's that man? He's dead man.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. If you're on the mobile version, I will tell you get on the main version now. Because soon as I change this over, I disappear for some reason. So, excuse me. So let's go ahead. Let me share my screen real quick. We're just going to talk, see what John Kippy has to say. Of course, I'm going to give you my thoughts, and we are going to go there. Unless y'all don't want to see my face, which is cool. Yeah, I already know I'm funny looking. So, all right, let's get into it. John Campia. Let me see. Charles, what's good? He said, who's getting the buttermilk biscuits today? What's up? Good morning. It's always time to get them biscuits. Get my mama biscuits. Get them raisin butter biscuits this morning. But yeah, all right, let's get into what John Campy has to say. I have not watched this. So you said JC is the voice of reason. No, we about to talk about what John has to say. Let's hear what he has to say.
You know, one of the biggest mistakes that Marvel has ever made, and they've made a few, obviously going along the ways, but to me, the biggest mistake they made, although it was well-intentioned and it was a very, very difficult situation, was when they made the decision to kill off the character of T'Challa, played by the late, great Chadwick Boseman.
I keep telling y'all, the biggest thing that has hindered, especially black artists, what I mean by that is actors and actresses. Judah Ben Israel, what's up? When that has hindered the black artists at Marvel, the actors and actresses, was the simple fact is they killed off a character, the main number one character, because the actor died. I've said that with Recast T'Challa. John Campy has been on record about, Poe Recast T'Challa. And I told you the reason why that is so detrimental when they killed off the character. If they could kill off one of the first mainstream black superheroes in Marvel Comics. That means they don't care nothing about the rest of those characters who come out. And they don't care about the actors who portray in it. Because if something was to happen to Robert Downey Jr. tomorrow, I guarantee you there will still be an Iron Man somewhere. And if you think there's not going to be a new Iron Man, you're highly mistaken. They're going to cast a new Iron Man sometime in the future because they've already established Iron Man as a character. Again, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, what's up, Chill? Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross was an established character in Marvel, in the MCU. When William Hurt died, they had no problem recasting that character to give you an established character in the MCU. But when they gave you the excuses and the hurdles and the time wobbly gobbledygook when it comes to T'Challa, I'm telling you, they don't care about that character. They don't care about black characters going forward. They don't care about the black artists. Why? We have seen a pattern of how they feel about the characters that are mainstream black characters, original black characters going forward. Even the race swap characters. Even the race swap character of Wonder Man is getting this whole entire thing dumped. And from what everybody keeps saying, this is one of the best shows Disney Plus has ever made. This is what they're saying. Even John Campion said, I guess the score is 93%. I didn't watch the stream, but they're saying this is the best show. So instead of us talking about this show weekly, we could be talking about this show weekly. Nope, dump it all at once right now. And I'm honestly surprised it wasn't dumped in February. Because somehow, Captain America, Captain America, Brave New World came out in February. Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out in February. Black Panther came out in February. They think that's the only month that we got that we'll turn up and watch a movie for some reason. If I didn't work overnights, I would do a watch party. All 3 hours and 45 minutes of the show. But I work overnight, so unfortunately I work Tuesday through Friday. And I will talk about it as soon as I can. I have a chance to watch the whole entire show. But if you understand what I'm saying, so if a show is good, just a show, you know how I am. I've talked about this before, D Stizzle. I'm the type of person, if a show is good, it's very well structured, there's potential for a show, no matter what it's called, I'm still going to watch it. Oh, it came out in November? I thought it came out in February. My bad. That's how much I didn't not saying I didn't care about the show. That's how much I mentally blocked that show out of my mind. Honestly. That's how much I blocked that show out of my mind. So, and again, they like Black B said, they canceled Armor Wars and Blade. And look at it, and again, look how they treated Mahershala Ali as an award-winning actor compared to what they did with Brie Larson, an award-winning actress. They made sure Brie Larson, an award-winning, I'm just going off of accolades, an award-winning actress, most definitely got that movie out because we need Captain Marvel, even though she shouldn't really be Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? She should have been Miss Marvel, but then you kind of mess up the other Miss Marvel that's in there. But another story for another day. Anyway, let's keep going.
And kill off the character to coincide with the passing of Chadwick Boseman. I've always thought that was a horrendous miscalculation on their part. I thought the way to honor Chadwick Boseman and the way to best serve the cinematic universe at the same time was to recast the character, bring in somebody to pick up the baton for Chadwick Boseman and carry on the race for him. I always just thought that was the more respectful thing to do. I continue to believe it would have been the best thing for the universe.
Yes.
And personally, I think Black Panther 2 suffered because of that mistake.
Yes.
Now, there has been words going around that they've been looking at recasting T'Challa. Now, whether that means it's going to be a different universe's version or something altogether strange, who knows? But the latest report right now is that DC's Lantern star, Aaron Pierre, may be the one in talks to be the new T'Challa. Now, at least that's
and again, we talked about Tina has talked about that, so make sure to hit up my homegirl Tina Targaryen at Tina Locklear. Tina Locklear. Yeah. But again, I'm going to read this before he gets to it. It says leaked concept art from Avengers Doomsday showed a version of T'Challa with F1, the movie star Damson Idris likeness. The Russo brothers have claimed that the artwork wasn't representative of the movie they're making, but the actor is widely viewed as the current frontrunner for the role. Now, there is a new twist, as Daniel Reichman, aka Daniel RPK, is reporting that Marvel Studios has met with actors. So they met with a group of actors, including Rebel Ridge and Lantern star Aaron Pierre, to play a new Black Panther in Avengers Secret War. Reitman said that the plan is to introduce a new Black Panther in the 2027 movie, Secret Wars, suggested that the Russo have moved T'Challa from Doomsday to Secret Wars, with the latter likely to show up in Battle World, and it's a perfect opportunity to age up Toussaint. And let's just stop. I'm going to stop right there with the whole Toussaint stuff. Why is it they want to do the time? Okay, so if you're going to age up Toussaint, or you're going to age up Morgan Stark, if you're going to age up Toussaint, how old is Shuri going to be? If you're going to do all this timely-wobbly, wibbly-wobbly, gobbly-goop, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't that make everybody else old? Because this kid was freaking 8, and Shuri had to be at least 30, or in, let's say, her mid-20s. And Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because I guess she was a teen in Black Panther. She got blipped. But it's just dumb. Just stop with the aged up crap. Stop with the aged up crap. It's dumb. The concept of it is so ridiculous to do all this timely wobbly, wibbly wobbly, gobbledygook when you could just recast, bring another actor from another universe, do the, you could do the King of the Dead storyline. You could do something other than that. So if Ryan really wants to tell the story that he really wants to tell, remember, he wanted to go on an adventure, 8-day adventure in the bush with his kid. You can still do it. Just do it with with a variant version whose world got destroyed by the incursion. And now he's integrated over here. What is this? What is the infatuation with aging up a child, or having the child take the other person's place? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. It's literally just listening to the pitch sounds dumb. That's dumb. Because if that's the case, why didn't Morgan Stark take over for Tony? If that's the case, we could just take the child. The child could be if the child could be the father, why doesn't Morgan Stark be the new Iron Man? If the child could be the father, after William Hurt passed away, why did they make I can't think of the sister's name? Why shouldn't she take over for Thunderbolt Ross from the first Incredible Hulk movie? Like, if the kid could be the father, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Steve Rogers got a baby right now. Why couldn't he be the new Captain America? The baby. Why don't you just do some timely wobbly, wibbly wobbly, gobbledygook and make the baby the new Captain America? You see how dumb that sounds? You see how idiotic that sounds? But when it comes to the black, I told you, when it came to the black character, they'll find every other excuse they possibly can. They'll find every other excuse they possibly can when it comes to the black dude. But when it comes to anybody else, they can just recast. That should be a telltale sign of what they feel about these characters right now, and what they feel about black actors. We're expendable. We are expendable. The first black mainstream superhero in Marvel Comics was expendable. based on what they pitched to y'all, what they sold y'all from the actor. There's plenty of kids. Tom Holland goes to Spider-Man all the time to different hospitals and all of that. And I guarantee you on everything is the fiber in my being. If something was to happen to Tom Holland right now, knock on wood, but if Tom Holland, if this was his last movie because he suddenly passed away for whatever reason, I guarantee you, business-wise, they would have recast another Spider-Man. They've already got 3 Spider-Man, and they're giving you all this timely-wobbly gobbledygook for T'Challa and making his kid age up. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm tired of fussing about this. Let John talk.
Report. This comes just from the folks over at Comic Book Movie who write, leaked concept art from Avengers Doomsday showed a version of T'Challa with F1, the movie star's Damson Idris's likeness. The Russo brothers have claimed that artwork wasn't representative of the movie they're making, but the actor is widely viewed as the current frontrunner. But now there's a new twist. As Daniel Richman is reporting that Marvel Studios has met with actors, including Rebel Ridge and Lantern star Aaron Pierre, to play a new Black Panther in Avengers Secret Wars. All right.
No.
Let's start with this.
Let's start with, how about no? I love Aaron Pierre. You know, he was with Tiana Taylor. Oh, Lord. Tiana Taylor. Jeez, Lord, that's a beautiful woman. But as far as being Black Panther, no. Just skipping over Eldridge Hodge for Aaron Pierre is diabolical. It is diabolical. So for Aaron Pierre to even be in the conversation as even thinking he should be it's not it. You know what I'm saying? Is the man a nice looking guy? Will he sell tickets? Yes, but not as that character. Even when he was a part of the Blade project, he wasn't going to be Blade. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to be Blade. And to be the lightest dude in the fictional universe is going to be diabolical. If you go, yeah, I heard they was calling him Butterscotch Panther. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling them Light Panther. Even if you go to Wakanda, if you go back to the movies in Wakanda, the lightest person in Wakanda was T'Challa and Queen Ramonda. And they wasn't even the complexion of me and Aaron Pierre is the same complexion right now. Aaron just got better. He got lighter eyes than I do. But you can't see. I could never see him as T'Challa. Never. Ever. So, yeah. And again, I there's a colorism side of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a colorism side of that. But I also believe, because he was under Disney's wheelhouse for the movie that he did as Malcolm X, because that was a Disney project. It was under the Disney umbrella. And he did Rebel Ridge. I told you he was hotter than fish grease. He literally took, it is sad to say this, but the void that Jonathan left as the next big action star, they tried to replace it with Aaron Pierre. You know what I mean? They tried to replace it with Aaron Pierre. And Aaron Pierre was going to be the next big star. And they're trying to push Aaron to be the next big star. That's why he would have been in this movie. Yes, we would have looked at the colorism part of it. But the simple fact is that he was hotter than fish grease. That's the reason why he was getting that. He was even considered to get that role. Let's keep going.
I know there are going to be some people that will already be asking the question, but wait a minute. He's already playing
he is
a Green Lantern. He can't also be
he's my
in the Marvel Cinematic Universe playing T'Challa. Yes, he can. I don't know why.
Hold up, let me read that back.
So he can't also be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe playing T'Challa? Yes, he can. I don't know why so many people in the movie fan community still hold on to this very wrong belief that somehow, some way, if an actor is in a Marvel movie, they're contractually not allowed to be in a DC movie. Yes, they are.
Yes, and I talked about that too. And this is where I'm so pissed off at Marvel. I'm so pissed off at Marvel because Yaya was playing Black Manta, and you're telling me he couldn't be Black Panther too? You know what I mean? But they made him Wonder Man. They made him Wonder Man, but he couldn't be T'Challa when he was sitting right there in a failing franchise over at the DCEU. And they brought him over and said, the best character that you can play, my brother, is Wonder Man. I want you to build up Wonder Man. Look, he's black in the Ultimate Universe, even though he looks nothing. He looks like a tan white dude. You know what I mean? There's nothing ambiguous that tells you he looked like Wonder Man. You know what I mean? So, but he was sitting right there. And I like Michael J. White, but to carry the franchise, you know what I'm saying, as Black Panther, that brother is going into his 60s. And and that's why I said Eldest and Desmond is around the same age. But Eldest has the physique. He has, like, for me, he has the physique. He has the look. It's just something about him that looks like a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? He has I believe he has the acting chops. You know what I mean? To carry along and do the accent, all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you want somebody to look like Chadwick, that's when you go with Damson to me. Because he looks the most like Chadwick. If they were going to do a Chadwick from another universe, then damn it, Desmond is it. And I've already did my side to sides. He does favor. He has the same build and same particular look as Chadwick. But if I want anyone, honestly, if I want anyone to beat T'Challa, it's Eldest Hodge. And because what's the name of the show that we did? What? I'm seeing the look. I can't think of the name of the dang old show that he did last year, or the year before last. It's just erasing my mind. But anyway, you know, from him doing that show Cross, thank you, Andre Ware. I don't know why I could not think of it. For him doing Cross, show me that here's your detective side too. Here's your intelligent side too. Everything that makes T'Challa, this man was literally given to you in the Cross show. You know what I mean? Stephen James also. I give Stephen James his props. Stephen James also. You know, but yeah. D Sizzle, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Like The Rock has 18 different movies coming out every year, at least until recently it's felt like that. Just because he's in movies for one studio doesn't mean he can't be in movies for other studios.
It's very factual.
It is 100% a false myth that if you are in one studio's movies, you cannot be in another's.
Yeah,
just because he is in Warner Brothers DC's Lanterns in zero way prohibits him from being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, just so we're clear about that.
Facts. That's very true.
But does that mean he is in it? Look, the first thing, I want to touch on here is that there are a number of these internet scoopers and near the top, right? Like guys like Daniel, another one, Daniel RPK, our friend Jeff Snyder. There are some of these internet scoopers right near the top that are never always right.
Facts.
That's why you always have to take it with a bit of a grain of salt when it's coming from one of these internet scoopers and not the Hollywood Reporter or Deadline or The Wrap or
talking about the trades. Unless you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and that's why I listen to Tina and Darius, because they do have connections to people that's in Hollywood. I'm never going to deny that. They do have connections to people that's in Hollywood. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to anything that they have to say.
Yeah, Variety or one of the real big major trades, you have to take it with a grain of salt. So let's put that grain of salt firmly on this as well. But would Aaron Pierre be a good choice?
No.
Oh my God, yes.
No. If you're talking about the acting chops, yes. If I'm talking about just pure as an actor, damn his skin complexion. If you're looking as an actor, yes. The physical makeup, no, nowhere close. And no. We're talking about Central Africa. We're talking about a Central African character. No. And again, when people argue about him not being dark skinned in the DCU, I said, well, you do have to look at a lot of Justice League comics, not just the TV show. You got to look at Justice League comics, and this goes across the board. Whether you look at the way that it is always something about, oh, we can't draw dark skinned characters in comics from back in the day because of the ink and all of that, whatever. So there's either darker or lighter until recently, where you could be able to have more variety on the color spectrum based on the ink and stuff like that they use now. You know what I mean? I believe as an actor he could, but I can't see him as Black Panther. I really can't. Now, who would see him as? A Black Panther fans know. Aaron Pierre is Casper Cole. Like, y'all tell me, am I lying? Aaron Pierre's Casper Cole, if you want to keep it a buck. Tell me in the comment section, y'all in the chat, tell me Aaron Pierre wouldn't be a good Casper Cole. Tell me he wouldn't. Tell me he wouldn't be a good Casper Cole. In the chat. Put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me Aaron Pierre wouldn't be a good Casper Cole.
Oh my God, yes. Aaron Pierre would be an absolutely fantastic choice to play a recasted T'Challa if, and there's a big if here, if he is indeed there's any truth to this rumor, and even if the Russo brothers are planning on using T'Challa in Secret Wars. Listen, Rob, one of the things we should mention here is that there are ifs layered on top of ifs layered on top.
Yeah, I disagree with him. I mean, Chadwick did play Thurgood Marshall, which I've always found that was kind of funny that he played Thurgood Marshall, and you know what I mean. Aaron played Malcolm X, which he's damn near Malcolm X's complexion. You know what I'm saying? He's damn near Malcolm X's complexion. But I again, Miss Roberta, I don't know why Chadwick played Thurgood Marshall. I don't know. I don't know why he played Thurgood Marshall. It was wild when that got cast too. But when you're talking about a big when you're talking about a big franchise like the superhero franchise with what Marvel and DC is doing, it's indicative that they get a casting right. And again, I get it. Yeah, and Blue is right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said he played a tall James Brown too. But Denzel played Malcolm X. But when you look at a fictional character like T'Challa, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and he was a supporting character in that. You know what I mean? But like sometimes Hollywood confuse it, and I know why they do it, because they want the caliber of actor, damn believability. But then again, let's talk about Hollywood for just a second. They will cast the same black actor for all these roles when you got other talented actors out here that can play that role, and they excuse him because it's always the one. Who's going to be the one who's going to play the character? Think about it like that. It's always the one. That's why I say I don't like the rule of one in Hollywood when it comes to black actors. There can only be one actor. I mean, hell, Denzel was playing a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? He played a whole bunch of people over a lot of period of time. You know what I'm saying? Chadwick started to play a lot of people over a long period of time. Look at what they was doing with Jonathan Majors, starting to have him play character for for a period of time until they stopped his trajectory, in Hollywood. Because Hollywood does not, I'm trying to tell you, Hollywood does not care about authenticity when it comes to us. When it comes to us, they don't care about authenticity because they just believe we'll just go watch it anyway. They believe black people, I'm trying to tell y'all, we need to get out the point of we just happy to be here and act like we're supposed to be here. Right? Listen to what I'm saying. Stop acting like you're happy to be there and act like you're supposed to be there. And in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? They think we're just happy to be there, so they just give us whatever. And y'all fall for it every time. Y'all fall for it every time because we don't call to action our different actors and actresses. I'm literally having this conversation right now because I just put out my casting call here in my home city, and yeah, people retweet it. A couple people retweet it or whatever, but nobody wants to build because everybody is so used to this one person doing anything. Anybody else try to build, they like, nah. Because everybody wants to jump on this train instead of helping you build this train. So Hollywood, instead of building up, like in WWE, building up new stars and just keep recycling the same ones over and over and over and over. But then Brother Juma, I'm gonna take what you said and I'm gonna say this. Sidney Poitier was a leading man in the 1960s. As a very dark-skinned man. And he was one of the greatest actors of any generation, hands down. Going against Harry Belafonte in the 50s and 60s. Going against someone like Harry Belafonte, who was a lighter-skinned man. And Sidney Poitier was still getting the roles if he was a light-skinned man. One of the great actors of our times. So, Wesley Snipes, at one time, remember when Wesley got hot, Wesley was one of the hottest. Paul Robeson. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody put Paul Robeson in there. Modern day, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes was hot until Will Smith came along. And then it was Kevin Hart in everything. You know what I mean? It's who's hot, who can they market? It's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about selling tickets. Who can I market? Again, Jonathan Majors had big black features, and they wanted to sell those big black features to the masses, and they did a hell of a job doing it until the white woman chased him down the street. I'm just saying. So we can't deny, we can't say this and the other is what's Hollywood flavor of the month. Go back to watching The Wiz. What's the new color of the day? Is it red? Is it green? Is it orange? It's just the color of the day. What do they want to market? But I'm about to take a quick commercial break if y'all don't mind. And I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mack Show. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Wow, 19,000!
Call me Dick, for short.
It talks!
This is the problem with being rich.
Your only other nickname is Dick?
No.
So you understand the words I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
What?
Coach, I've got AIDS.
Wrong. You're HIV positive. Big difference. It could be years before you even get sick. With That's My Slow Jam, we found a way to get you all these slow grinding hits at an unbeatably low price. Act now and get all 58 songs for only 52 cents per track.
Just a good old boy.
So skip it, to run, to jump, to hop, hop.
Hi.
Now the conclusion of
Darling, are you all right?
Oh, what happened?
The robot ducked.
Oh, it's a private room. Lock the door.
Of course. First, let me close the blinds. I think someone's calling me.
I didn't hear anything.
Hello?
Monsieur Stedman, this is the Mayor of France.
It's the mayor of France.
It seems that Colonel Haight...
You mean Professor Haight?
Yes, Professor Haight is still alive and he's vowing to destroy you and all of France. There's not a moment to lose.
You got to give me 10 minutes alone with my fiancée. I'm begging you, man.
No, out of the question. Hurry, my yacht is outside.
Darling, I hate to ask, but...
How much do you need?
I'll bring you the change.
Nice of you to drop in, Stedman.
James Brolin. As always, your timing is perfect.
Please, call me Captain Laser.
Still battling Dr. Chaos? I bet Babs is worried sick.
Hey, how does Oprah let you out of the house without a costume?
I'm a secret agent.
Damn! You're good.
I'm the luckiest woman on earth.
All right. Let's keep going. I need to get something to chew on.
Top of ifs layered on top of ifs in this story. If they're even using T'Challa, if it's the T'Challa we think it is, if they're not just going with a child, if it's our T'Challa we know, or if it's T'Challa from just another universe, if it's, I mean, there's so many ifs here. And so let's just get that out of the way. But theoretically speaking, this guy as a Wakandan warrior, sign me up, because listen, you know me,
that's Casper Cole. I'm sorry. That's Casper Cole. That's Casper Cole. I'm trying to tell you. To me, you look like Casper Cole, but Casper Cole, I mean, Casper Cole is a little lighter. He does kind of the Shamar Moore comparison. I could see that too. But yeah. Oh, show y'all Casper Cole. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get some good Casper Cole. Let's get some good Casper Cole in here. That's Casper Cole, y'all. That's Casper Cole. Now, this is when I when I was telling people, I mean, even though, again, you see how he looks here? This is what I kept talking about. You got to be careful when it comes to like the way some of these characters are drawn, because this character looks one way in this comic panel, looks a hell of a lot different down here, and then looks a hell of a lot different down here. So that's why I said he most definitely could be Casper Cole. You know, in my personal opinion. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, my opinions do not reflect the thoughts and the views of the Blurred AF, but to me, he looks like Casper Cole. That's just my personal opinion. You know? And then, you know, of course, Stedman is diabolical. So now that y'all know who Casper Cole is, he's straight as he's not. And again, that's the problem with comics, because in comics he's literally a light-skinned black dude, but in comic books it's hard to draw a light-skinned black man, you know, in there, you know, but you know he's not a white dude. He's nowhere close to white. But yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
Number one thing I look for in any casting is talent. Are they good? This guy's really good. He's a really good actor. And so I am completely on board with him in that way. Then once you got that number one thing out of the way, does he have the look? Does he have the style? Does he have I think he could bring all that and more to the character. Am I saying that Aaron Pierre is the guy to play a recasted T'Challa? Not at all. I'm sure there are other guys too. I'm just saying that if at the end of the day, in our ifs on top of ifs on top of ifs on top of ifs,
and like I said, as an actor, I believe he could be able to bring it as an actor, because I think this guy's a star. You know what I'm saying? I believe this guy's a star. That's me personally. He has the look. He has the physique. He's going to bring in the women. He's going to, I'm just saying, he's going to bring in dollars just by his look alone. But as T'Challa, no. I just don't see it. I don't see it. You know what I mean? As other characters, yeah. As another character, yes. But as the King of Wakanda, no. I don't see that. I personally don't see that.
At the end of the day, if we are getting a recast of T'Challa, and if Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers has selected Aaron Pierre to do it, I'm just saying that's a good choice. I'm not saying it's the only choice. I'm not saying there aren't several good choices. I'm just saying I'd be happy with it because I think he's a tremendous performer. Now, that brings us back to the question about whether we even think this is legitimate. I'm not really sure I do buy it, to be honest with you.
He can play Submariner.
I think Black Panther is a really tough Rubik's Cube for them to solve right now.
I agree.
So I'm not sure I buy it. I'm not completely against the idea, Rob, that they may be looking to use him in Secret Wars. I could see that, but depending on how they're going about it, casting him right now, I have my doubts. I'm just saying right now, Rob, that if it's true, and if Aaron Pierre ends up being our Black Panther, I think that's a very good choice. You could do a lot worse. I think he's a solid guy to do it. And I have zero issues with the fact that he's a Lantern in one Studios movies and a Black Panther. And I don't,
they're not going to, John is not going to go to the complexion conversation. If y'all thought he was going to go to the complexion conversation, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. He's not going to go to that conversation. But I will. And like I said, Aldous Hodge, Damson Idris, was it Stephen Davis or no? I'm sorry. There's other actors, but Aaron Pierre as the T'Challa going for no, and I believe he's a good actor based on the movies, not just Rebel Ridge, but based on the movies I've seen him in. I believe he has a presence, and again, acting is about, to me, this is the way I was always taught, especially in the camera. Acting has two things that you need, to me, and that's presence, because you have to be able to have a presence on camera, right? You have to have a presence on camera. And number two is believability. How deep are you going to go into your art to make me believe that you're this character? So, presence, believability. That's the two things I look for. How well can you make me believe that you are a doctor that is also a serial killer? Can you make me believe that? You know what I mean? Can you make me believe that? And again, he legitimately made me believe, this man was former military. He made me believe, that he just has a presence on screen. You know what I mean? He just does. You can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? And I think and that's the reason why I believe he's going to get more roles. He's almost in the same, if you think about it, he's almost in the same trajectory as where Jonathan was at. Because a lot of people heard about Jonathan from the Last Black Man in San Francisco, which was an indie film. And then next thing you know, he's in a couple other projects. And then that's where I heard about him was Lovecraft Country. And then from Lovecraft Country to other projects to being, to Creed, to He Who Remains, then the Kang. I believe that's what the trajectory he's on right now. That's just me personally.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. It means 0 drops of piss. It means nothing. So I'm totally good with that. Anyway, Rob, again, the two questions I got to put to you. Number one, where do you see a level of validity to this report? Because I have a hard time buying it, but I don't think it's impossible. But then secondly, putting that aside, how would you theoretically feel about an Aaron Pierre being our new T'Challa / Black Panther?
Well, first of all, my big experience with him has been watching Rebel Ridge, Jeremy Saulnier's Rebel Ridge, and I thought he was an incredible presence. I really liked him.
See where
he's got incredible physicality.
You hear the first thing he said? Presence. He has incredible presence. That's one of the biggest things about acting. Presence. Michael B. Jordan has presence on screen. Michael B. Jordan has presence on screen. When he steps on the screen, he has a presence. Now he did not have that until he bulked up, which was funny. It felt like the bigger he got and the more in certain films he got in, the presence got better. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about Chadwick, no matter what movie Chadwick was on, whether he was skinny, whether he was in shape for Black Panther, that brother had a presence you can't deny. Soon as he shows up on screen, you could tell, the guy is there. That guy is there. You know what I mean? Aldous Hodge, when he plays Cross, comes on screen, presence. Yeah, it's that masculine, it's that man. It just shows up on screen. No, Patrick, hold up. Let's discuss this, Patrick, because I know you've been trying to get my attention. Try to get my attention. So let me tell you this: how Hollywood works. Tell you a little bit how Hollywood works. And this is talking to my friends. This is just listening to different stories, talking just from the information I got from Jonathan, the way Hollywood works is that who is going to be the next star, right? Who is going to be the next star? And when you're looking at the next star, you're going to put them in projects to show how much presence, how much marketability can this guy have, right? How much marketability can this guy have? Calling this guy a TV actor is wrong. Is wrong. It's wrong. And here's the reason why calling him a TV actor is wrong. Because if he was so much of a TV actor and you're just placing him in the TV role, why would DCU be basically, he was supposed to be in Blade. Why was he getting recruited so hard to come over to be in Lancer if he's just a TV actor? He's just a TV actor. And then that's putting him in the box. That's legitimately put him in a box. But also, we start talking about TV actors. There's a lot of people that came from television. Martin came from television. Will came from television. Don Cheadle came from television. Some of our great actors of our time, you got to start somewhere. But when I'm telling y'all, okay, I'll just say this: let Green Lantern, the Lantern show, be a hit, and this guy is a standout like he was on Rebel Ridge, because people could not stop talking about Rebel Ridge. This guy's going to be one of the hottest commodities I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. This dude is sellable. It's not about it. Matter of fact, there's so many people with Gal Gadot is not a TV actor. And I'm calling her an actor. She's not a TV actor. But that girl cannot act her way out of I'm sorry. She cannot make me believe that she's nobody else but Gal Gadot. Well, what did she have that a lot of other women don't have? Presence, her beauty, the way that she comes on screen, all of that. Michael B. did come from there. And Chadwick came from the soap operas. But she has presence. Can't act her way out of a paper bag to me, because she cannot make me believe that she's anybody else but Gal Gadot. Brother Junior, that's right. Denzel came from what? St. Elsewhere? So I'm just saying.
I love I'm a face person. I love people's faces. He has a great, really expressive face. And I could see him being a killer Black Panther. And if not Black Panther himself, maybe a new Killmonger-esque villain. But I could definitely see him playing that role.
Everybody gotta be Killmonger.
I do think
this is he's a comic book fan. All the comic book characters in all of the Black Panther lore, Fantastic Four lore, all of that, and that's when he could be a Killmonger-esque character. Dude, I really, 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 really hate what they did with Black Panther in this in the MCU. I do, because I think that's the only characters that they have. Anyway.
They have to bring T'Challa back. It's going to be interesting to see if they decide to make a new Black. Ryan Coogler is supposed to be working on a new Black Panther film, but would that be post Secret Wars?
No,
because
he should not be
that
Blade
would be a
either.
Reassembling of the Marvel universe.
Mahershala Ali needs to be Blade.
After Secret Wars, it's a reboot, so you could really do anything you want, I would imagine, and that would be a perfect way to resurrect T'Challa if you wanted to do that. So I think absolutely, for sure, probably. I don't know if they're going to do what they did between Doomsday and Secret Wars, like when they did Infinity War and Endgame. You had Quantum Mania and Captain Marvel.
Aggressive and relaxing, you're not lying on that.
Come out between those two films. I don't know if they're going to do that. I have no idea what Marvel's planning. We'll talk about that later. But I think it's a great idea, dude. I'm in. Count me in. What's wrong with that?
His mic was down. Yeah, I guess his mic was out. I mean, I could see him as if they decided to go away from Don Cheadle, I could see him as War Machine. But also, I could see that. But honestly, man, I want them to do right by the black characters they already have before adding new actors over there so they could be, they could be casted aside also. Because I just don't like what Marvel has done with black actors, with the black characters and the black actors. I just don't like it. I mean, he could be black, but he's not biracial. That's the thing. Brother Jabari Muhammad, he's not biracial. His parents is blackity black. He's just light skinned. Just like if I post a picture of my son, y'all would think he's biracial, and me and his mama is not that far off. Yeah, I think John didn't even understand his mic was. I'm surprised he didn't.
And I got this coming out this year. You can absolutely have like multiple. You can have a guy appearing in multiple movies, no problem. Again, I just watched a late night show the other night where they had a guy on. He's literally had like 3 movies coming out next year, and he talked about all of them. You can 100% promote multiple projects at once. Actors do it all the time. Actors don't just appear in one Sony movie and that's it. They can only then be in Sony movies. They're always out there promoting multiple films. It's not an issue. It is absolutely zero
Totally
issue.
agree.
So I don't think there's a problem with it. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Now, I'm a little bit dubious about the legitimacy of the report. Just being honest, I don't really think this is true. But theoretically speaking, if it were true in theory, I'd be all for it. I think he's a great choice. There are some other great choices out there too, but I think he'd be fantastic as well. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us.
All right. So, just YouTube and X is where I stream at. I stopped streaming on my Facebook page because I was getting a lack of support. And why would I stream on my Facebook page with 5,000 people following me and nobody's watching? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So yeah. But let me take a real quick commercial break. It's real quick. Don't go nowhere because we got biscuits to make, and I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my mama biscuits. Them my mama biscuits.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
My bad, y'all. I was trying to get this Aaron Pierre's family. I was trying to blow this mug up, but so I could just show you Aaron Pierre's family. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, come on, y'all. Let me see if I got just another picture. There we go. That's an actually better picture. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So just real quick, let me show y'all his family. Is this it? There we go. That's Aaron's family. His sister fine too. Oh, his sister fine. But that's his dad on the far left. You know what I'm saying? His mom on the right. They said his mom is English. From what Google has said, that his mom is English and his dad is Caribbean. That's what it said. That's what it said on here. But yeah, his beautiful family, sister fine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's that. So no, he's not mixed. His family is black. So, so yeah. You said did I do this on the live? Hold on a minute. Did I miss what you said? I'm having deja vu from a year ago. You did all this on your live. I talked about this on the live last year though. Yeah, we do come in all complex. We do. We come in all the spectrum when it comes to black people. We come light, dark. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you know. My daughter is, you know, my mom is actually about a shade lighter, about a shade or shade lighter than Aaron Pierre, and my youngest daughter is light. Is me and her mom are the same complexion. You know what I'm saying? Me and her mom is the same complexion. She just light. It just happened like this. It happens like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, I don't know. Again, for me, I'm looking at, you know, at everything, and honestly, like I said, when it comes to him playing this character, I just do not see him as Black Panther. I don't see him as Black Panther. You know, if they cast him as Black Panther and that's all like I got, they're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. Honestly, they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. So it's up to me if I want to watch it. At the end of the day, it's up to me if this is what I want. This is what I want to watch. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But what do you guys think about this? Well, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what you guys think about this story. Even if this rumor is true, put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think about this, because I think a lot of this is just wild.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I gotta go ahead. It's you know, people start doing this, wrap it up. All right, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Max Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power, man. Enjoy the rest of you guys' Tuesday. Where's my outro at? Because you already know, like Panther, I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.